My name is Rosie.
Laurel
Thompson.
Who are you to me? What's our relationship?
I'm your best friend.
How long have we known each other?
Well, you joined in year 8.
How long are you in... No, I joined in year 9 actually.
Okay, you joined in year 9. Smart. I think I'm so bants. I think I'm so funny. I think I'm nice as well. I think I'm quite nice.
In what way?
I think I can be nice to people.
Would you say that's like you're accommodating for other people? Like you make them feel welcome?
I think, yeah, because I would rather do that than be an arsehole.
Like no matter what they are like
yeah.
No matter how different you are from one person.
Yeah.
You're intelligent, kind and funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I always think that is easier to ask someone else to say it about you. I think it makes
and that's what we're going on to next now. I think you're smart. I think you have like kind of a natural intelligence, and also you're like, you know, when some people are like academically smart but they don't have any common sense.
Yeah.
That's not you.
Oh, okay.
Both types of smart, and I think you're not like what I would describe as like boring smart, where you just like are academically intelligent. I think you know about cool things as well.
Like UCL student.
I think you're very self-aware, which I think is something that we've developed a lot of our sense of humour around. Is just not taking yourself too seriously.
Yeah, I think we can laugh at ourselves.
And I think that you are, and this like sounds bad, but it's not. I think you're good at like self-preservation. Like,
You're right. I'm great at that.
You're good at not just doing things for other people if it's at like your expense. Okay. The next thing I wrote was like discuss the differences.
I don't know if I would have had the self-awareness to say that about myself. But those are all like very complimentary things, and I think in general people aren't very good about saying those sorts of things about themselves. So no, I would agree with that. Now,
if you were going to meet someone like for the first time, what do you think their first impression would be of you?
Mum said this the other day when I was talking to her about all of this stuff about being cute. She was saying that I think some people would find me. I think that I'd show different sides of myself. So at work, she was saying I think some people would find you intimidating if you're someone who walks in with like bleached eyebrows or whatever,
like visually.
And but then also like if I'm like we said, like if I'm meeting someone new, I'll try to be nice to them. So I think they would think I'm nice. I hope they would think I'm nice. I think they would think I don't take myself too seriously as well.
I think, and then I'm gonna do what I think now. You for the first time, I think you're always just funny. Like I think you're good at like making jokes out of things. I think sometimes the fact that we don't take a lot seriously is to your downfall, because when someone tells you serious news about their life, I think your instinct is to laugh about it, because I think that's how you cope. I think you use comedy to cope with a lot of...
That's what we think. I think within our friendship group, everybody else offers the service of being like, I'm going to give good advice and I'm going to be like your shoulder to cry on. And nobody's bringing let's make fun of this.
Well, no, because I think you offer like comedic relief, and I think that it has its like ups, like pros and cons. And I think on the one hand, it's good to be serious about it, and it's good to take it seriously and give advice, but also
I think I can do that as well.
No, I'm not saying you can't. I just think that, like you said, you've established your role as the person that makes jokes about it, and I think because we know that is what you do, no one's really offended by it anymore.
Think I try to do that, but I also think that is just kind of my natural reaction, like giggle.
Well, because I think that's how you cope with your own problems as well. I think you're very hesitant to talk about your own problems in a serious way. You'd rather just laugh it off.
Yeah, it takes us getting very drunk to be able to have that.
Yeah, to be able to talk about.
Serious.
So The next question that I wrote, which is kind of vague, is what is your relationship with the way others see you?
So then, I mean, it's kind of a little bit different because it's been the pandemic for the last year, so I haven't really interacted with people outside of my family or my friendship group, so it's kind of hard to say. Especially as well because I feel like me and you have changed a lot during the pandemic, so what would I be like now compared to what I was previously? You have to think that we were 18 and now we're 19, which isn't a massive difference. But we were in school and now we're actually going to be adults, like we're going to like move out of home. So I think we are very different then. When you're young, you are just really insecure about yourself and you do try and like adapt to different situations. But I think that was only up until I was maybe 16 or something. I feel like in the last 3 years, I kind of, with my personality and also with how I look, I've said this to you before about how you just get sick of like, it's just really like energy consuming and time consuming having to like force something else other than yourself.
Which I think is what school is about mostly.
Yeah.
Growing up, I think is the rite of passage. It's just...
Well, you're around so many different types of people.
Like and
that's the thing about like getting older is that you can start to choose who you surround yourself with more, so you don't have to force anything else. So yeah, I think now it's different. I think you do just get to the point where you go, I can't be asked to like do that anymore, so I might as well just be myself. I think I'm pretty good at being myself now.
Question is, how much of the way you look is for yourself and how much of it do you think conscribes to how other people view you?
Well, I don't think I've ever looked good in anyone else's eyes. I really do that. I mean, in terms of like style wise, like you said, we've been in school, so we've been around lots of people who won't get that sort of stuff.
We've been through the kind of...
I don't think all the girls still do their makeup the same that they were doing when they were at prom, right? And look at how I did my makeup at prom. It was fucking disgusting and it was really fucking basic. And now I'm doing it differently with like style choices and like how you look. I base it more off people I look at and think are cool. So it's not that I'm worrying about will people think I look cool. I'm just looking at other people and going, I think that looks sick, I want to do that and I want to look like that. So if you had to see, I shaved my legs the other day for the first time and it blocked the drain. It was about this big, the size of...
Show the camera.
It was about this big, the size of the clumps of hair. I don't know who that would be attractive to, but I didn't really care. My armpits are super hairy.
Well, yeah, done.
I think it'll be interesting as well to see when we come out and when we're reintroduced to everyday life, how much of that stays the same. I'm hoping that I have enough strength of character to just carry through with that. I'm hoping that when I go out I won't feel that pressure to look a certain way around other people. But then it's hard to say. But I don't think I will. I don't think I really care, to be honest.
So then I wanted to talk about like makeup specifically. What would you say the main objective is when you put on makeup?
To look cool. And to do, because, I mean, I don't know, covering up, I have spots and stuff and I have like dark under eyes, but they don't fucking go away. Makeup is a lie. No concealer gets rid of that shit, so it's not really about that. Like, and I think doing anything with your eyes or anything with your lips, you can't really say that's about covering up shit, is it? Because what are you covering? In school, I don't think there were many days that I went without makeup because I didn't want to. And then that was because I was an insecure teenager or whatever. I think as well, but it's not, I don't think it's necessarily all from like a place of like feeling bad about yourself. It's like the wanting to feel like good. Yeah. Feeling like cool than not feeling ugly.
Do you like, is there a difference between how you feel about just yourself like when you're on your own, like not in public, when you see yourself with and without makeup, like is there like a kind of any difference between the way you view yourself? Like, do you see those two people as the same person?
If I look in the mirror, then I might be like, oof, that's not great. But then to be honest, I wear makeup most days. Not a full beat, but I'll probably do something like putting on mascara or lipstick or something. I mean, now, like, you're inventing like a persona or like an elevated personality when you put your makeup on. I guess that would be true, yeah.
Okay, well that's all the questions I've written down right now.
Now I lie me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I,
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
who is God? Well, it's an invisible person and he lives up in heaven. Up there. God is somebody who rules the world. He's sort of like a spirit, I guess, up in outer space. He kind of started all the plants growing and he started people. Well, I guess he's kind of big and fat. He can see us wherever we do. Whatever we do, he has such powerful eyes. He doesn't have millions, thousands, billions.
Just snort it. Bye.